Atomweight's ready to go. The Cyclone Stephanie Alba taking on Alyse Anderson.
You ready? You ready? Go!
TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Scottish Rite Temple here in KC, Invicta FC 30. Alba again, 4 feet 11 inches tall. Anderson said, you know, she's smaller than me. She can have a hard time taking me down. Sometimes it pays dividends to wrestlers that are a bit more compact. How do you see this working out for Alba if she wants to get this fight to the floor, being the shorter fighter?
Well, I think if she wants to get this fight to the floor as the shorter fighter, she needs to take advantage of that and just basically bulldoze underneath Anderson's center of gravity. That overhand right was very nice. You can see Anderson is circling away from the cage, throwing some really sharp jabs, keeping her motion to her right. That was a nice little kick to the inside there.
Anderson circling on the perimeter of the cage, comboing up some punches there. Doubling up the jab is Anderson.
Some very sharp, fast strikes that are coming straight down the middle. I think, though, you know, for Stephanie Alba, is get right underneath those strikes to catch Anderson mid-strike and get under her hips. That was a nice, big power shots there, though, from Alba.
Right and the left found a home for the Cyclone. Get your free stuff right now. Text Invicta to 555-888. You get a ton of free stuff from our sponsors. Plus, you'll enter to win some autographed fight gloves. 555-888. Text Invicta. See a lot of big movements here from Anderson, where Alba is a little bit quicker. She got caught in the eye there. Looks like a finger may have found the left eye of Stephanie Alba.
I'm trying to see where this happened in this exchange. You can see that kick. Oh, yeah, you can see the thumb actually goes right into Alba's left eye, or it goes to the edge of her eye. There was a fake kick, and then as Alyse Anderson's reaching out to probably try and find a right hand, as Alba's swinging, that corner, the inside corner of her left eye looks like it got skimmed.
Clearly not intentional, but getting some attention is Stephanie Alba. You know, it's an age-old conversation. You have these open-fingered gloves. You push out to try to find the distance, find the range, and unfortunately these things happen.
But you can't really have closed-fingered gloves because you need to grab. Yeah. Franklin's talking right now to Anderson. I think he's giving her a warning. I don't think there was a point taken for this.
Nor should there be. I mean, obviously it's not something that you want to see happen over and over again, but hard to take a point away for something completely accidental.
Yeah, but there's some visible damage underneath the eye. It looks like it's swelling up over the top of it, too.
See if that plays a factor as this one gets back underway.
And if you watch the footwork of Stephanie Alba, she's just barreling straight forward now. You know, she's trying to find some power shots and slow down some of the lateral motion that Anderson's using. Big overhand. Nice fakes and feints from Anderson, though, TJ.
Listen, it's really big movement. It's almost frantic-like, and Alba, you know, not really moving forward. She's countering a bit, but it's only with one strike at a time, where Anderson's, you know, doubling up that jab and, you know, throwing lefts and rights at the same time.
And some hip faking motion right there, as if trying to go for a kick and then punching instead. That's smart to do against somebody who's going to take you down. You don't want them to get a beat on you. You don't want them to be able to track your head or your hips. Alba's corner's calling for her to let her hands go, and she does throw with quite a bit of power. Oh, goodness, both of them hit each other pretty hard right there, TJ.
I think the problem with these strikes from Alba, the one at a time, it's hard to get inside that range, especially when, you know, multiple strikes are being thrown your way.
Yes, and she's actually pulling her head back a little bit as she's striking to avoid getting, you know, counter strike, and that does kind of pull your own reach. And so you can see Anderson's able to kind of fire 2 shots right there. Nice big kick there. Big kick from Alba.
You know, we're a long ways from the distance here, but if this fight does go deep, sometimes the way that Anderson is fighting now, nice knees to the inside, but her frantic movement sometimes, you know, really plays favor to the judges.
It does, and you can look, now she's trying to go for her own takedown on the ground specialist, and this is, you know, shows a lot of confidence. It's really a smart move, actually, take somebody's strength away from them. Now Alba is actually pushing with her palms and pushing the head straight back of her opponent. Big power shots there. But it is a battle for inside control sometimes on the cage. Who can get the underhooks and fry the other person up?
Not too shocking to see Anderson go for a takedown. Now some foot stomps there by the Michigan native. But Team Curran, where she's training now, phenomenal ground fighters.
Oh, brilliant ground fighters. You know, they have some of the best in the Midwest. And, you know, watch watching the way she's kind of incorporating those moving to position, throwing knees, throwing foot stomps, and then coming right down for that double leg. I think she has it.
Nicely done by Anderson. Touch over a minute left to work here in the first round.
Somebody's mouthpiece came out. I believe it's Anderson's. Yep. Franklin's sticking it back in, and Alba's saying something.
Well, Stephanie Alba's like, did we stop fighting? Like,
yeah.
It was weird that Franklin put the mouthpiece back in without really halting the action.
And now now Alyse is complaining that Alba's got a fix on the inside of the glove, getting hit quite a bit right there, and moving to her left, trying to get out of that position.
Both hooks in. On the back now, body triangle for Alyse Anderson. Stephanie Alba not where she wanted to be.
Now we can't see exactly, she's not under the chin right here, but you can see Alba's turning her hips, trying to move in. They're both yelling at Greg Franklin about I don't know what.
There's a lot of talking here to the official.
Maybe just fight at this point, ladies, and figure it out. Greg Franklin's the one doing the officiating,
Well, they're equally frustrated, I guess.
Yes, and I do understand the frustration of somebody hitting you when they're holding your glove. You can see there's a face lock, but she's turning in to that figure four, excuse me.
Final 10 seconds here. Five minutes in the books between these two Atomweights.
Who I may have called Rich Franklin earlier. I'm sorry, Greg.
Kind of looks like Rich's brother.
Yeah.
All right, round two underway. You know, throughout that first round too, I think we saw the confidence grow of Alyse Anderson. She got her game going and really controlled the latter half of that round. Now to start the second round, she's throwing those big punches again.
She did, but she does have to watch out for Alba's power. Alba hits very hard, and when she's in top position, you know, she's pretty relentless from right there. Nice fast fake to a double jab cross there.
Pawing that jab now is Alba.
Alba's corner is calling for pressure on the cage. Nice shot there.
Really loading up on that right hand is a Cyclone.
Yeah, they really want to hit each other hard, TJ. Now it's the inside control game.
Over unders here. Greg Franklin telling Alyse Anderson to not grab the fence.
And you can see from that position, it really throws Alba off her game. Alba was able to deliver a pretty sharp knee. Those foot stomps, I dislike foot stomps quite a bit. They're painful, but they don't stop fights, which is difficult. Wow, that was a nice little drop down, even though Alba had an underhook. Alyse Anderson is once again able to drop levels and pin those knees together and pull her down to the ground.
Now just 90 seconds into this second round, Alba giving up her back again. Anderson trying to get a hook, she misses, but maintains a clinch, and now Alba reverses.
You know, it's hard to take somebody down with that low of a center of gravity, and that was nicely done by Alba to reverse that and turn around, even though she gave up her back, which is very dangerous. She must have a lot of confidence in her ability to, you know, fight if somebody's on her back. Now Alba's trying for those elbows while she's draped over the top, trying to get, over the top, trying to get a Kimura on Anderson's left side.
Anderson really aggressive here in this clinch when you saw the foot stomps, but she elected to knee the thighs there of Alba. Alba able to reverse the position on the fence. Coming up on the halfway point of this fight.
Now Alba trying for an inside trip with her right hand. Oh, we can see Anderson's trying to set up a kind of a cross brace elbow. It was unsuccessful. Ooh, jumps guard, jumps triangle, looks like positioning. Now Alba is pushing her against the fence to keep her posture up. But it looks like Anderson's underhooking the leg right there. Her legs are a little bit extended for that to get the tap, but she does manage to off-balance her opponent, and now that triangle is in pretty tight.
She's in business here. She jumped for it. She secured it. Now can she finish it?
She's changing her angle in a way so that she can extend a little bit more. I think her feet are a little bit too close to the cage. She needs to really pull down on the head to get that. Alba's trying to maintain a base. You can see the frustration and the effort on the face of Anderson.
Franklin trying to make sure that Stephanie Alba's not out.
Oh my goodness, I think she might be out.
She is. Oh my goodness.
Holy moly.
Alyse Anderson chokes out Stephanie Alba.
Wow, flying triangle, sort of.
It took a while.
Yeah.
My goodness, Alyse Anderson with the biggest win of her professional career.
I did not see the point where she went out at all, TJ.
Alba coming to, not really sure where she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially by technical submission triangle choke. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, round number 2. Your winner out of Crystal Lake, Illinois, Alyse Anderson!
A victory Alyse Anderson will not forget any time soon.